This is how I like to handle my pike right here. Hey, how you like that one, Johnny boy? Huh? Come on!
What? I didn't see nothing.
You saw it.
I didn't see anything. That could have been a stick.
You saw it, right?
No, I didn't see it. That was a stick. I just seen something hit the water.
Oh, man.
I'm calling bullshit.
If it's not in the boat, it doesn't count.
Oh! Hey, I thought we were friends, man.
Hey guys, I'm Madison. I'm here today on Lake Ogemaw in West Branch, Michigan. I'm also here with some fishermen experts, Johnny, Drew, and Emil. We are super excited. We're gonna go hit the lake and hit several spots on the lake. Hopefully we see some action because we're gonna show you guys some tips, tricks, and some things that you might not know about the area.
So out here today on Lake Ogemaw, some of the stuff that I'm focusing on is using a Gary Yamamoto Senko. I'm rolling with the black with the blue flake, 6-inch. So I think the 6-inch is a little better than the 5 because I can get a little more casting distance out of it. My backup's going to be a Ned rig because that's kind of a northern Michigan kind of go-to fishing lure, just because everything bites it. So it's one of those kind of lures that if you don't have a lot of experience fishing, you can throw that and you can pretty much guarantee that you're going to get bit at least at one point in time during the day. So on this one, this is the weighted wacky hook. I use a wacky saddle. The saddle, when you're fishing wacky style, helps keep you from going through Senkos like they're going out of style. Because a lot of times if you're hooking right through the worm, you'll get like one fish, one worm. So you start blowing through some money pretty quick. If you use one of the saddles, you can probably get 3 or 4 fish per Senko. Makes it a little easier on the pocketbook. And a little bit of weight on there because we are fishing in some wind, so I want to get it down there and make sure the fish see it. Oh yeah, baby, here we go. We got a nice one here. Woohoo! Woo! Yeah! Let's go, baby!
Okay, it's on now, buddy.
So this is a northern pike. Yeah, look at the tail. Yeah. You see it, she's been beaten up the bottom. Really pretty though. Because I am bass fishing and I'm not using a leader, one thing I'm going to check after catching that pike is make sure that the line hasn't been chewed up a little bit. So the first thing I'll do is I'll grab the lure right by the tip, a little bit of the line, and just give it a couple of good pulls just to make sure. And then slide my fingers along the line to make sure there's no nicks or abrasions in the line. Now I know fishermen, when they're bass fishing, if they catch a pike on their bass fishing lure, a lot of times they'll change out because superstition is that bass don't like the smell of pike. Now, one thing I want to use today is I'm going to use this little beauty right here called lure lipstick. And it's really neat. It's like a chapstick too. You give it a little spin, give it a little smell. Don't put that on your lips. Ooh, no one's going to want to kiss you. But it's got a good attractant on it. So because I caught that pike, I'm going to give it a little rub just to make sure that it doesn't smell like pike anymore.
So then kind of like tell me more about like your techniques, because obviously they have theirs being local. I feel like you can quote unquote say that's an advantage, but you're very experienced in Michigan and all around for fishing. So like, do you have specific techniques that you could give like a beginner like me?
Well, I could do this all day. Really just
coasting?
Just coast and troll. And so when I got it going the speed that I want and the depth I want. I'll just sit and I'll jerk it a little bit like that.
Okay. You know? What does that do? It kind of just...
Well, it makes it look like a wounded bait fish.
Oh.
And that's what attracts.
And so that's what's going to... Especially the pike, because they're the predators. Learning as I'm going.
Well, outside, if I'm not fishing this lake, I really like Sage Lake. Sage Lake's another lake where you can kind of throw a lure in and almost guarantee a bite. Whether it's rock bass, bluegills, bass, you can really catch a little bit of everything out of that lake. If you can find, like Peach Lake's not bad. It's a good smallmouth lake, but the bigger smallmouth are kind of few and far between. So Peach Lake's not bad. George Lake's awesome. I've caught a lot of great fish out of George Lake. I tend to kind of take the tunnel over to Channel Lake. I've caught some really nice fish off of Channel Lake, which is kind of connected to George Lake, but just a little separated by a culvert tube. So that's some good fishing over there because not a lot of the bigger boats can get over there.
Well, I like Sage Lake myself. I used to have a cabin over there. One of the things about Sage Lake a lot of people don't know is it has a decent population of crappie. The problem with the crappie is that they're usually found suspended over the super deep water. So right off the DNR dock, on your right-hand side, there's a huge area. It's residential, but caught a lot of crappie in there, as well as in the winter. One of the beautiful things I like about Sage Lake too is it's got a big eagle's nest on there. So watching those birds fly is just incredible.
Woo! Look at this monster. How about rip his lips off?
Woohoo! That counts. Yeah.
How big is that one?
Yeah, I think we're gonna go for a big bass. So I want to take a piece of advice from Drew and grab this chatterbait out there and see if I can anger someone. Hey, how you like that one, Johnny boy? Huh? I think it was a keeper. I got to measure. Well, next time. I was too busy hot dogging it, trying to get Johnny's goat, and I lost my fish in the process.
All right, so we had a great day on the lake today, you guys. We just got off of it and are currently docking and getting everything situated. We learned a lot about the lakes in general, especially Ogemaw Lake. We learned a lot about Sage Lake. But if you want to learn more about the West Branch area and all the things to do when it comes to fishing, be sure to go to visitwestbranch.com.
Fish on!